Hi all, welcome back. In our last video, we had a look on how to create user home directories. In this video, we're going to do something very similar, but we are going to create something called a roaming profile. And that means that if a user logs in into different locations in the same network, he or she will get all his desktop settings and my documents, etc., pushed to the machine that they are logged into at that point in time. It is very similar to user home directories. So in this video, we will create a directory to use and we will share it. We will set the share and the NTFS security, and we will show the configuration of the user properties in the um, domain users tool. So let's get started. One thing I did before anything else was go to the group policy manager, and I went to the domain policy and I changed one setting here, which was a setting which allows system administrators direct access to the user roaming profiles. Is this setting here? It went from not configured to enabled. This is important because if we do not do that, we lock ourselves out as administrators, and then we have to jump through all kinds of hoops to get the access back again by taking ownership. But there's a lot of subfolders in there, and we've disabled inheritance. So that is a tricky, time-consuming business. So better do this now before we do anything else, and then we won't have any problems in the future. So the first thing that we will do is create a folder that we are going to use for the roaming profiles. And we'll call it user profiles. And just like with the home directories, we're going to go to properties, sharing, advanced sharing, and we'll share this folder. And this time we'll do a little trick. We will put a $sign behind it, and this will hide this share in the network. We click on permissions, we remove everyone, and we add authenticated users, and we had domain administrators. Oh, that's not going to work. We click OK. The domain administrators, we give full control again, and you can authenticated users, we give change and read. So far, this is exactly the same as a user home directory was. We're back into the property screen, and we'll go to security. And again, just like in our previous video, we will disable inheritance. To make sure that we can set the rights to all the folders underneath this folder individually. Okay. And we see a number of groups here that have access. Creator owner, system, administrator, and user. Of course, they need to go, some of them, not all of them. Creator owner needs to go, users need to go, and we will bring in authenticated users. Administrators and system have full control, and authenticated users, and this is where the change comes in, will get a so-called special permission. So we're back into our properties screen, the security tab. We will click on advanced. We will select the authenticated users. We will click on edit. And here in the top right, we have show advanced permissions. Click on that. And we select create folders, append data. We press OK. Apply and OK. So authenticated users now have special permissions, system, full control, administrator, full control. And if we look at sharing, We see authenticated users, change and read, domain admins, full control. So now the folder is set up to be able to host the user roaming profiles. We will go to our domain users and computers tool. I will open the properties of the user I created. I go to profile, and here we created the path to the home folder the last time, and now we will create the path to the user profile in the field above. And again, this is server name, share name, username. So // demo dc / user profile with a $sign slash, and I always use percentage username percentage. I could have typed IT here, but if you've got a more complex name, this is the safe option. Click apply and OK. And one thing to keep in mind now is that the user profile only gets created once you actually have the user logged in or logged off. So now user profile is empty. If we go to our Windows 10 machine, which we joined to the domain earlier, and we log in as the user IT, and now if we look on our server, a directory has been created it.v6. And you see it's still empty. As I said, it only synchronizes during log on and log off. This is the first time this user has used it, so there is no synchronization yet. I'll sign it out. And now you see all your default directories have been created. Please keep in mind that if people start to store photos and videos in this roaming profile, all that information needs to get moved across the network, so login and log off times can be severely impacted. So as an administrator, you have to have a really good look at what you will and will not allow if it comes down to the size of this folder. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, just let me know. Like, comment, and subscribe. And of course, until next time.